Hi there, my name is Dominic Adams and today I'm at Healthy Ways Wellness Center in Brookfield, Connecticut. I'm here today for a nutrition counseling visit with Dr. Julie Connor because I'm looking to lose a few pounds before the winter and I hear she's the best around, so let's get in there.
Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Connor.
Hi, I'm Dominic, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. Come right in, come right this way.
Thank you.
Hi Dominic, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, how about you?
Wonderful, thank you very much for asking. So have you ever seen a nutritionist before?
No, I have not.
Okay, so what are your goals for nutrition counseling?
I'm looking to reduce my body fat, ideally looking to lose like around 20 pounds.
Okay, so I could definitely help you with that. So let me explain to you the nutritional assessment process, since you've never seen a nutritionist before. This is what we call part one.
Okay.
And part one, because you have Cigna insurance, is about an hour and a half. So at this visit, I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. We're going to be doing some testing, non-invasive testing. Okay. And I'm going to walk you through those steps. And I want this to be very informal, so feel free to ask me any questions you have. And we'll kind of go from there. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. I've reviewed all your paperwork. So I know that you're not taking any medications right now. You're not taking any supplements. You're just basically, healthy and you have no medical problems. You're just looking to lose 20 pounds. Am I correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right, so the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to weigh you, and then we'll do your body fat analysis. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right, Dominic, so if you wouldn't mind removing your shoes and removing your outside shirt, I'm going to take your weight and I'm going to take your height.
Okay, great.
And what do you typically weigh?
About 190.
Okay. Okay, so your weight is 195 and a half. So if you would turn around and I'll take your height. Okay, you can get down. And you're 5'8". Okay? Okay, so now we're going to do your body fat analysis. Okay, so you can have a seat on the couch.
Great.
So have a seat, sit back and relax. Okay, so I programmed into this near-infrared spectrophotometry machine your weight, your height, and your date of birth, and I'm going to be running this non-invasive test on you. And near-infrared spectrophotometry measures your body fat percentage, so it gives me an excess body fat, how much excess fat you have, your reserve fat. It gives me your lean mass as well as your body water percentage. Okay?
So no needles today?
No needles. I promise this is not going to hurt. This is totally non-invasive, okay?
Great.
Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking some measurements. So if you would turn your arm over for me. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to get the proper placement so that every time we do this test, we get an accurate result.
Okay.
So I'm going to be putting a little orange dot on your arm. I'm going to be doing two measurements. I'm going to be putting a little hat on the infrared light just to keep all the light out of it. And I'm going to be placing this on your arm. As I said, you're not going to feel it. Okay? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Relax. Okay, measurement number 2. Okay, and we're done.
That was painless.
Absolutely painless. And now we have the results. So the nice part about infrared technology is you're going to get a 2-page beautiful color printout of your body composition. Okay. And I can go over it with you right now, and I'll be emailing you this report as well.
Well, that would be great.
So your weight is 195, as we already discovered. So your body mass index, which is your height to your weight, is 29.7. So just to give you an idea, over 30 of a BMI is what we call the obesity range. So under that, right where your weight is right now and your height, is called overweight. Okay. So this also gives me your lean body mass, which is 155 pounds, and your body water percentage, which is 59.9%. We want to see that about 50%, so that's good. Okay. And then the biggest thing here is this nice chart that I'm going to show you, which really breaks up your fat weight.
Oh, wow.
So this is going to give you essential, reserve, and your excess fat.
Okay. Okay.
So what this is going to show you is that you have 14.4 pounds of excess fat and 16 pounds of reserve fat. So you said you wanted to lose about 20 pounds, so about 14.5 pounds of that would be excess, and then you'd be going into your reserve. So I think that's a really great goal. This is how we could tell if somebody's goal is realistic, and I think that would be a very realistic goal. So the nice part about doing infrared testing is that the next time we do this, let's say after about a month, we check your progress, we actually can graph it, and we can see what has changed.
Oh, that's great.
So we can look at, have you lost any muscle? Have you just lost fat weight? What is your body water percentage? This really helps motivate people a lot. So I'm going to be emailing this to you right now.
That's great.
That wasn't bad at all, was it?
That was painless.
So at least we have a starting point. So we can set goals from that, and we work on little small goals, and the first goal would be to break 190. So once we break 190, we work on the 180s, and then we go from there. So we set little goals and we work toward them. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to go upstairs and we're going to do a couple of other tests that we do here in our practice. One is called a Biophotonic antioxidant scan, and one is called a wellness scan.
Could you explain those two to me?
Yeah, I'll explain it upstairs.
All right,
okay,
great.
Wonderful. Okay, have a seat. So this test that we're doing next is called Biophotonic antioxidant scanning. You're going to get a score of 18 different nutrition pigments after doing this test. We're looking for a score of at least 40,000, and this gives me a much better idea of what your nutritional status is.
Okay.
It's very, very hard to lose weight if you have a very poor nutritional status, so we want to get a baseline, okay?
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be programming all your information into the infrared machine. Okay, so you're going to take your hand and you're going to place it over this little light with the palm of your hand sitting on the light.
Okay.
You're not going to feel it. I know you were concerned about that before.
I'm just concerned about unwanted
Okay,
things.
no, it's not going to hurt, I promise. So here we go. So don't move. We're looking for green or above. What do you think it's going to be?
I'm hoping green or blue.
Okay. Okay, 26,000. So as I said, I want a score of at least 40,000 or above. We see optimal weight loss typically when somebody's nutrition scan is at least 40,000. So as I said before, that's a cumulative score of 18 different nutrition pigments. It's measuring things like lycopene, beta carotene, lutein, and those are antioxidant pigments. So one of the first things that I'm going to do, since you're not taking any, not even a multivitamin, is I am going to put you on a pharmaceutical grade multivitamin. And I would also recommend, since you haven't even had your vitamin D level checked, is that we check your vitamin D level, because typically when these scans are this low, somebody has a low vitamin D level. So I sent that on to you. I'm also going to give you this sheet. It's called the Phytonutrient Spectrum of Foods. And this gives you all the different colors that can help increase your antioxidant levels. So looking at, you know, all the fruits and vegetables from red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, and so on. So you can take that home and look at that.
Awesome.
Okay. Alrighty, excellent. So the next test we're going to be doing is the wellness scan. It's right over here to your right, so you're going to have to move your chair over to the right.
All right.
Okay, Dominic, so this is the wellness scan that you're going to be having done. And so what I'm going to need you to do is place your hand on that cradle.
Okay.
And I want you to get a good connection. So really kind of press down on it. Now I'm going to be putting all your information into the scanner. And this is a non-invasive test. We cannot use this diagnostically. And I'm going to be showing you a little video that explains to you what you're having done. And this test could take anywhere between 10 minutes and a half an hour. Okay, so I'm going to move out of the way.
Have you ever filled out a questionnaire at your practitioner?
So you're doing well, you're being scanned. Okay, so the test is not done yet. We have to finish at the point at which the report comes up on the screen. Typically generates a report of about 22 pages. It gives you areas in all of your organ systems and all that may need to be addressed, as well as recommendations for services and potentially supplements as well. So we cannot use this information diagnostically, but it can be very helpful in leading us sometimes into directions that we were not looking at before. It can also help a lot because when things come up, I'm going to ask you questions about them, and it'll help open up conversation about things that you probably did not tell me on any of the information that you filled out when you did the nutrition paperwork.
Okay.
Okay? In addition to that, after we review your wellness scan, we're going to be going over many other areas of your health, just really looking at areas that may be of concern. I'm going to be looking at your food records to see how you're eating right now. I'm going to be looking at your food preferences and your food aversions to see what you like to eat and what you don't. I'm going to be looking at your cooking and your shopping, as well as what your job is like, and offering many suggestions on how to improve your health. Okay, so in part 2, we will be developing an individualized meal plan to meet your personalized needs.
All right.
Okay.